Hi. So, in the process of trying to figure out what I wanted to do for this assignment, I realized that in and of itself represents some growth and change for me because this is all something I was really wildly uncomfortable with, like being on video, and I never really intended for this to be a thing, but I feel like I'm starting to find my voice a little bit. And so, to be totally honest, I don't think I can do this assignment yet. But what I'm going to do in lieu of it is just talk about myth in my current situation, I guess. And I'm really super duper connecting with Shiva and snakes. The idea of constant rebirth and death and rebirth and death, and that we are constantly, perpetually, over and over and over again, redefining who we are. And I think yoga, it plays a huge part in that for me, and I think maybe that can be said for a lot of people who seek yoga or want to teach it, want to be a part of somebody else's transformation and somebody else's journey, and be vulnerable enough to share their experiences in that moment. So I feel like I'm just rambling. Maybe a meditation, maybe. Okay. Nope, can't do it. I'm forcing it. Defeats the purpose. So, connecting with Shiva, I guess I've always felt, and I kind of wrote this in the first assignment, what characters you connect with is Shiva, is I've always kind of felt like I was a destroyer, like a wrecking ball of some kind. And typically it's with my own life. I'm a, recovering people pleaser, and it's really tiring. It's really exhausting to be in that mindset all the time where it's your responsibility to fix those around you when really they don't need fixing. And guess what? Neither do you. You don't need to be fixed either. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not doing anything bad. So I think discovering that and understanding that playing with outcasts is okay. Being alone is okay. Being with people who aren't considered outcasts is okay. And an inherent understanding of self, which takes time and copious amounts of energy and trial and error and death and rebirth over and over and over again. Reminding ourselves that those things are part of who we are. Those things are part of who we become and who we want to be, and how we set our goals and how we dream and how we decide we're going to get there. That's all part of it. So I don't yet know how I would weave that into a class yet. I'm still figuring that out. So I hope that this works in the interim, because I think a piece of my awareness on this whole thing is understanding what my limits are and being okay with that, and realizing that that doesn't make me a failure, and it doesn't make me any less of a teacher because I don't teach the way that somebody else teaches, whoever that may be and whatever way that may be. I have spent a lot of time, just like the rest of us, figuring out who I am and who I want to be. So if I'm asked to do something that I don't feel I can properly put myself into, I feel like I am okay in not doing it. So in the interim, however, I will be practicing ways that I can implement that into my own practice, and how I can maybe talk about it and like just practice other ways of bringing it up. Somebody that I'm really comfortable with is my husband. So maybe talking through mythology with him so that I can feel more comfortable and confident in my ability to tell the story if I choose to tell the story. Just knowing that the information is there. But something that Steph said that resonated with me too is like, they don't care. They don't care if you're telling it perfectly right. It's about how you're engaging them and how you're bringing them in and relating to them as students, as humans. And I think that is the most important part, is understanding that kind of regardless of what you say, which gives you a lot of crazy power, people are going to listen. So I would rather be extremely mindful ahead of time of what I'm about to say until I am confident in my own ability to weave that in. I'm not going to attempt to do it here. But I think maybe how I would do that is through meditation. I really connect with meditation, and ultimately that's what I want to teach and what I want to do. Yeah. So that's what I think. Good luck, everybody. Have a good time. Thanks for sharing.